Continue to follow that breaking news as suspended Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill is now found guilty on 6 of the 7 counts of violating inmates' constitutional rights.
Since we last checked in with our Doug Richards at 5 o'clock, he has spoken to one of the jurors in this federal trial. So let's get out to Doug right now. Doug, what can you tell us?
Well, Sheriff Victor Hill himself left the federal courthouse just a minute ago out a door over my right shoulder. He slipped into a van and, as has been his habit for much of the last decade, did not comment to reporters. This was a jury verdict that took place over 24 hours of deliberations that began on Friday and that seemed to be deadlocked at noon today, and then all of a sudden late this afternoon the jury announced that there had been a verdict. There was one juror who was kind of described as a holdout on the 7 charges that the jury had to consider. The jury found Victor Hill guilty of violating the constitutional rights of inmates in the Clayton County Jail in 6 of the 7 counts. The jury foreman had complained during the course of the trial that there was one particular juror who was not deliberating properly, was misunderstanding the law, and the foreman came out and talked to the judge twice about this juror, and then that juror came around as part of a unanimous verdict. We talked to that juror. His name is Graham Lloyd Carter, a 72-year-old Sandy Springs man, about the verdict, and he also talked a little bit about Sheriff Victor Hill.
We hold him in great esteem, and as was expressed, is that we do not think that he is a man of malicious intent at all. We do think that they were violations, and that once there were violations, they need to be addressed.
And at one point, the foreperson of the jury said that Mr. Carter, the juror we just heard from, had told the jury panel that he believed that the sheriff was actually above the law. We asked Carter about that out in the parking lot a few minutes ago. He said that he never said that. He described the jury proceedings as unpleasant, you can kind of see why it took them since Friday to finally reach a verdict in the Victor Hill case. Live at the federal courthouse, Doug Richards, 11 Alive.
Yeah, Doug.